everybody, Lakitu here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Nintendo eShop, specifically the Nintendo Switches, and how it's some garbage. Honestly, I really don't like this eShop. There's some major flaws with this eShop, and there can definitely be some room for improvement in this eShop, especially compared to the Wii U's and 3DS's eShop, which were really good in my opinion. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about a few of the flaws that the Switch's eShop has. So I hope you guys are going to be looking forward to this video, and Lakitu, start. One of the first few things I want to be talking about in this video is a small problem, but in my opinion, it's also a major problem. It's how the Nintendo Switch's eShop doesn't have any music at all. You see, the 3DS's or even the Wii U's eShop had music to listen to while you're scrolling through the catalog of games, seeing what you can buy or not, and honestly, it might sound dumb, but I had a good time listening to the music in these eShops. They're really catchy in my opinion. I would just spend like 30 minutes just looking what I can buy or not, or just looking at the games for fun. But on the Nintendo Switch's eShop, it's just pure silence. Like, come on Nintendo, where are the catchy tunes to be listening to on the eShop? It's been about 3 years since the Switch's release and there's still no eShop music. Like, come on, it shouldn't be that hard to implement music to the eShop. Another problem that I think the Switch's eShop has is definitely how it's not that organized. The Wii U's and 3DS eShop were a great example on how an eShop should be organized. They sort out their games in many different ways, such as in franchises, genres, and even the consoles that the games originated from. But the Switch's eShop doesn't really do a good job of that. Like when you're scrolling through the Wii U's and 3DS's eShop, you can basically find anything and any game that you want on there without having to search up anything, and I just think that's a bit more convenient. Obviously searching up things isn't a big problem, but it was a bit more convenient when the moment you got on that eShop, you already know what you're looking for, just scroll down or scroll up and you'll basically find it. Another thing I just want to say is I think a bit more search options would be, a bit more convenient. Yeah, we got search options such as genre, the price range, the software, if the game's on sale, and etc. But I just want, something like the organization that the Wii U's and 3DS eShop has. I guess the search option doesn't really have to do with anything. Maybe just how the eShop looks, how it's organized with its franchises, and etc. But yeah, you could say that you could just put Mario or Zelda on the search bar and then, all the games will pop up. Yeah, that is true. I just think it's a bit more convenient when you just go on the eShop and the game that you're looking for is just, already there. Or if you're looking for some other game, it's probably going to be in the franchise with this other franchises, and, you guys know what I'm trying to say here. One big main problem that the Switch's eShop definitely has is how it's missing past features from the old previous eShops, such as the Wii U's eShop, 3DS eShop, and I guess you can say Wii Shop? This is the virtual console I'm talking about. Yep, the Switch does not have a virtual console, as you all know, and I know that the Switch's online offers NES and SNES games to play, but one, you need to pay online to play those games, and two, there aren't enough games for the SNES or NES online. For example, on the Wii U's eShop, you had NES, SNES, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, DS, and Wii games on the Virtual Console, and in all 6 of those categories, there were tons of games to buy, and that's amazing. And another benefit is that the online was free, so that means you didn't even need to pay online in the first place just to play these games. Another past feature that's missing is themes. Like, where the hell are they, Nintendo? The 3DS had something called themes, and it just made your home menu just look sick. There'd be some music playing in the background, and their backgrounds would just be cool overall. There are many to choose and buy from. There are even a few free ones, but since I really liked these, I even bought a few myself. Honestly, I think the Switch could use some themes. It'd be a nice addition on the Switch, and I think no one would be complaining if they do get added. Like, I'm pretty sure the PS4 even had themes. I'm not exactly sure if they're called themes, but they had something exactly like this. And honestly, I'm 100% sure that everyone uses dark mode on their Switch, and whoever uses light mode is trying to make themselves go blind. So, I think a bit more themes, would just be awesome. Since we're talking about themes, I think it'd be cool that we talk about how the eShop has a theme itself. You know, what they're doing with Mario's 35th anniversary on the Switch's eShop. I think that was pretty cool. So maybe we can see, you know, an Animal Crossing theme, a Pikmin theme, a Zelda theme, and just a bunch of other more franchises and much more possibilities. You know, I just like to see a bit more themes within the eShop. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I just think it'd be a pretty cool addition. You know, I don't think anybody would complain, to be honest. So now we're going to be talking about how the Switch's eShop can be pretty inconvenient. These are just going to be small nitpicks, but I don't understand why they're a thing. For example, how you can put Switch games in your wish list by clicking the wish icon, but you can't remove them from your wish list by clicking the wish icon. Instead, you have to go to your account and then remove it from there. Like, why is that a thing? Like, it'd just be way more convenient to click the wish icon again just to remove it off your wish list. You know, they did it like that in the 3DS's eShop. You click on the wish icon, it adds to your wish list. You click it again, it removes it off your wish list. It'd just be way more convenient and easier for people to, you know, just do it that way instead of having to go to your account. That just makes no sense to me. Like, yeah, it's just a small nitpick, but it'd just be way more easier and convenient that way. Another inconvenient feature that's not even in the eShop or even in the previous eShops, I'm pretty sure, is the ability of gifting games. Why is this not in the eShop, Nintendo? This should be a feature in the eShop. Because, for example, Steam has this. You know, my friends have gifted me games. I've gifted my friends games in the past. And, you know, it's just a really nice and kind thing to do to your friends or family members. You know, if it's for Christmas or if it's for someone's birthday, you can just gift them a game on the eShop. For example, if your friend's looking forward to get, you know, Smash Bros. Or Paper Mario, then you can just gift it to them on the eShop instead of having to, you know, go to a store and buy it. So I think it'd just be a really convenient feature to have. It's not going to harm anyone. In fact, like the past feature I mentioned, you know, having themes on the Switch's eShop, I don't think no one's going to be complaining if this is a feature, because I think it'd just be a really nice and cool feature to have in the first place. Alright, one huge, major inconvenient thing that the Switch's eShop doesn't have is the ability to not rate games. Why is this not a thing, Nintendo? It was in the two previous eShops. Why did they remove it on the Switches? I don't understand why they removed it in the first place. That just makes no sense to me. I'm confused why they removed it. That's just kind of stupid in my opinion. I mean, to be honest, I'm not the type of guy to look at ratings, but there are people out there who do look at ratings on certain games, you know, to see others' opinions on it. Also, the ability to review games would be nice as well. Why is this not a feature? Well, in fact, why are these two things not a feature at all? Like, these are the two basic things that every online shopping experience, you know, should have. And why? And just the fact that it doesn't... Like, I'm just confused why these two basic features aren't a thing in the Switch's eShop. Like I just said, I'm not the type of guy to look at ratings and reviews, but there are people out there who do like to look at ratings and reviews. So it'd just be nice to have those two features in the Switch's eShop. Alright, what we're going to be talking about next just makes me upset just thinking about it, since it's just really inconvenient how the Switch does not have many applications to offer. You know, everyone uses YouTube, but legit, who the hell uses Hulu? I don't know anyone that uses Hulu. Now, the reason I'm complaining is because the 3DS, the Wii U, and Wii all had YouTube and Netflix. Like, why the hell does the 3DS have Netflix but not the Nintendo Switch? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, what makes me upset the most is the fact that the Wii U had Crunchyroll, and even the Wii. Yes, I did not even know that myself until I was making this video when I was just researching about this. Apparently the Wii had Crunchyroll when the Wii Shop was still a thing. Just search it up on YouTube, Crunchyroll on Wii, and you'll see a couple videos about it. But that just surprises me that the Wii U and Wii had Crunchyroll, Netflix, and YouTube, but the Switch does not have like Netflix or Crunchyroll. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, Nintendo, why aren't these on the Switch but they were on your previous consoles? Like, that actually makes no sense to me. Anyways, guys, I think that's about it for today's video. These are at least the problems that I saw with the Switch's eShop, and there's definitely some major room for improvement, and I'm pretty sure I missed out on a couple of things I could have talked about. So if you guys have any other complaints about the Switch's eShop, then definitely leave them down in the comment section down below. And yeah, I think that's about it for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help out and support the channel. We're on the road to 6K, so you know, if we can hit 6K before the end of the year, that'd be pretty epic. So yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and Lakitu out.